As the world slowly emerges from the pandemic and the age of social distancing, some have found it harder than ever to find connections with those around them. And others have found connections in the most unexpected of places.
Did you know you were getting together with a 70-year-old woman?
I did not know.
Meet Maggie and Tita. At first glance, they might seem like an unlikely duo. Nearly 5 decades separate them in age, yet the pair are fast friends and call or see each other at least once a week. The two met through the Friendly Visitor Program run by Openhouse, a San Francisco-based organization. The program pairs younger members of the LGBTQ+ community with older counterparts to foster intergenerational relationships. For Tita, it was a chance to understand and appreciate the fight for queer rights through the years.
I've always wanted a relationship with people who are older than me, and especially I an immigrant, right? And I knew that San Francisco was a place where a lot of the queer rights movement had happened, and I know that a lot of older queer people had done a lot for the rights of people like me, and I just wanted to meet someone, people from that generation.
Maggie, on the other hand, had been part of the program previously, but wasn't quite sure of her new friend when she first met Tita.
I think I found out how old you were and that you weren't a lesbian, but you were bisexual.
Yeah.
And I said, I want a lesbian. I wanted somebody just like me.
Why did you decide to keep talking to me?
Because you were so interesting and you had such a fresh view on sexuality. You were so open. You had 3 boyfriends at the time. And they all knew about each other. Then she said she was polyamorous, and I got it mixed up with polymorphous, which means to change constantly. In my generation, there was a lot more conservatism. People were more straight-laced.
Yeah.
The pair first connected during the pandemic, which, as Tita learned, had an extra layer of significance for the elderly LGBTQ+ community.
This pandemic is specifically kind of triggering and very difficult for a lot of queer seniors because a lot of them already lived through the AIDS pandemic, and it's kind of reminding them of that, and it's kind of traumatic.
That was the first epidemic I went through. I had my pen pal from Openhouse. I wrote to Hannah saying, I've been through one epidemic already and this one isn't going to get me down.
On top of regular phone calls to swap stories, Maggie and Tita enjoy lunches, coffee, and walks together. And most recently, Tita has been playing music for Maggie, an activity that allows them to connect on an even deeper level.
It took me out of my isolation and it connects me to the world at large. I can't emphasize how good it makes me feel. It's just a memory I will always cherish. It brings tears to my eyes to think of that.
Although they may be separated by years and have a lot to learn about each other's worlds, they agree on one thing.
Our relationships are the most important things in our life.
I think it's very important to have a relationship with people who are different than you, and in particular relationships with people who are older than you. There's so much that I don't know about how to live my life, and so much that is really hard. And actually, you've really helped me. You've helped me so much because life it's really intimidating. It just makes sense that there's all these people who are older than you who have gone through the same problems as you, and they just know more. And I just wanted to know what people thought, how people handled things. I love her. She's my friend, and yeah, she makes me feel loved, and we laugh a lot, we have fun.
It's connection.
Yeah.